is going to be focusing on some of the TV shows and movies that I've tried out. Some of the shows I haven't finished, well, most of them I haven't finished, but I just sometimes try new stuff and then give my thoughts about it. So, Young, which has like Hilary Duff and a few other people, is on Hulu. And actually, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but it's really pretty good. And then there's Rookie, and only the second season is available on Hulu at the time, but also a good show. And then Winona Earp, there's 3 seasons, and they're available on Netflix. Mother, She Wrote, it's only on the IMDb TV, which you can watch it on IMDb or you can watch it on Amazon Prime. Some smart TVs can't have the IMDb TV streamed, so you would have to watch it on your phone. And the same thing that goes with Chicago Fire. Now, Chicago Fire is on, as I said, Amazon Prime, IMDb TV, but the Chicago PD is only on Prime Video, but they don't have the Chicago Med up. So I'm like, when are they gonna do that? Because they have the Fire, they have the PD, now they need the Med. Republic of Doyle, I know for a fact it's on Prime right now, which is, that show is pretty good. Most of these are shows and movies that I actually had good things to say. It was pretty good. Nikita, that's another IMDb TV. It has Maggie something, she's like a martial artist, and then there's Shane West. So for those that were like in love with him back when he was in ER, he was in Whatever It Takes, he was in I think Get Over It as well, and so, and Walk to Remember in 2002 with Mandy Moore. So if you were a fan of him, he was in Nikita. Then there's Musketeers, which is on Hulu. I don't know how I feel about that show. It has a guy that was on a season or 2 of Skins. So I watch like an episode here and there. I saw the movie After. I kept putting it off. I wanted to watch it, but I didn't want to watch it, so I finally watched the movie, and it was really good. The main male character in the movie, he's very attractive. He was in Harry Potter movies. But the main thing that I kept going to when I looked at him was not just he was attractive, but also his tattoos. Don't know why, but if those were real, that I bet that helped him get the part, because wow. I haven't seen much of him in other things yet, so I don't know if he's a one-track actor or if he has a good range yet. He has the model, dark, broody look going on for him, and I enjoyed him in the movie. However, that's all I can say. Like, I haven't seen him in other things. I don't have anything to compare it to. I don't feel like trying to find the Harry Potter movies and then like finding where he is in the movie. I think he was in Half-Blood Prince or something, but I'm not sure about that. But on Netflix, there is supposed to be a scary movie. It's called The Babysitter. I thought it was freaking hilarious. I mean, I'm not talking about, you know, oh my god, that is ridiculous. It's to the point, like, you want to smack your forehead and be like, what did I just watch? But at the same time, it's like, it's a feel good scary movie. Well, it's like a scary movie horror kind of thing. I enjoyed it. I mean, which is good, but I also laughed a lot. So, um, that's something that I always have been to happen when I watch a scary movie is it makes me laugh. I haven't really found a scary movie or haunted movie that other than just makes me a little, cautious. I wouldn't say scared. So, then some movies that are for teens and the ones that like romantic comedy dramas kind of thing. There is The Perfect Date, where a guy and his friend makes an app and then he's the perfect guy. So whatever you're looking for in a date, he is that way. So that was an interesting movie. A little bit similar to a lot of basics of rom-coms, but a little different at the same time. Then there was Kissing Booth, which I have to say I really liked. And then there was Edge of 17. These are all on Netflix. Then I'm going to go back, and then there was Alias, which was a 2000, no, somewhere around 2000s. It was the first thing I remember Jennifer Garner in was a TV show. And she's the main character, and she played Sydney Bristow. And, after all these years, I still remember that show. So it was really cool that it got onto Prime so I can watch it. Then there's a 4-movie series of Stalked by Doctor. I've seen the first 2 and part of the third one. It's a TV-made movie, so I just went straight to the TV with the movie, and it was pretty good. It wasn't all. It was good, I guess. There's nothing that when I watched it, it's like, I probably won't remember most of it later on. And then I watched Stalked by Neighbor, which was really good. I actually liked that movie. But I wouldn't suggest anyone under the age of like 13 watch Stalked by Neighbor just because of what this one woman had to go through. And that is for a more mature audience to really kind of understand where she's coming from both the daughter's perspective and the mother's perspective. Then I'm almost done with Burn Notice and Shadowhunters, which everyone knows what Burn Notice is. But Shadowhunters is a TV show that's based off the City Bones books. I'm almost done with that series too. And then I saw the movie Ep.1 with Christine Bell and the guy that played Dick from Veronica Mars and her now husband, I think that's who's in the movie with her, which was really good. I thought it was a newer movie, but it was actually back, I think, in 2012 where it was made. So that's interesting. And then Songland. If you love music and writing songs and all of that kind of thing, I think you would really like Songland, because each time there's a different artist looking for a new song, and so all these unknown people come and they have songs ready and they sing their songs, and then it's like a elimination, and then I watched a movie called The Half of It, which was very similar to like Roxanne or that Shakespeare play. Well, one person is kind of takes control, but really it's like someone behind the like curtain. And it was really good, but there was a twist to it and stuff. I'm not someone that is focused on religion. I don't think there's certain times when it's okay in movies, and then other times, well, I think kind of ruins the movies to a point. But that's because I'm like a big mix of different religions as I grew up, so I don't think one way of thinking. I'm pretty open-minded, so, and I have friends of all kinds of different religions. But the point is, there was one or two scenes that kind of made me annoyed because of how they showed this religion, which it depends on the person that and how they decipher their Bible or their religion and their beliefs. So I don't think it's all one religion. I think it's how you view things. So I don't think they should, certain religions, be crucified for when it's actually your own interpretation of it. Then there was Radio Rebel with that one girl that was in Jessie, and she was also in Insatiable or Satadable or something. That was pretty good. It's definitely my kind of feel-good movie that I kind of like and will watch. Stepsisters, at first you say stepsisters and you think actual stepsisters, but really it's about the Greek system, the sororities and fraternities, and stepping, the art form. It's a whole culture and everything, but this one sorority wasn't doing good, but it wasn't a black, it was all white sorority, and they didn't get along, and it was just a big mess. And the dean made them decide to, the person to teach them step and go into competition. So I really liked it because I like dance movies. I like to see all of the creativity that's behind it. So I really enjoyed that. And then I saw When We First Met. It has the guy that was in Pitch Perfect. Not the main guy. The friend that ended up with like Fat Amy, which I hate saying fat, but that was her name in the movie. So that was actually really good, and I enjoyed it. And it also has in that movie the girl that was in Teen Wolf. She was the coyote, which, sorry if you haven't gotten that far on Teen Wolf, but Teen Wolf is also on Prime. Then there's Freedom Riders, which I've watched it so many times over the years, and it still is good to this day, and it's based on a true story, and it's something that, people sometimes need to watch, because just because you have, you're in a gang or something doesn't mean that there's not the parlay. Sometimes, sometimes there's time to just take a breath. The last one is a TV show, and it's Belle and the Bulldogs. It's about a female who is a cheerleader, and it's like 7th or 8th grade or something, and she was a cheerleader, and she threw the ball back at the coach, or something, and she had a really good arm, and she loved football, and her dad and her had a good relationship that dealt around football before her father passed away. And she kind of fought, gets to try out at the football, and she gets hazed a lot, and she tries to balance things, and it's a family show. It's a sitcom, so anyone can watch it. But the idea of it, I like underdogs and movies like that. As I said, Lady Driver, and then of course this one that I'm talking about, Belle and the Bulldogs. So, and then Radio Rebel and stuff. So all of these are like underdogs or people that kind of prove something to themselves and everyone else. So I just like the movies and TV shows that kind of have a lesson behind it.